Welcome back. Extremely contagious on the rise in the U.S. We've got an expert here to talk about the return of measles. Dr. Jeffrey Kahn is both a professor of pediatrics and microbiology at UT Southwestern, also the director of infectious diseases at Children's Health. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We hear 102 cases now of measles in 14 states. Is that a high number?
That's a very, very high number. Last year we had a total of 644 cases of measles, which was the highest number since the 1990s.
So and that was for the whole year?
That's for the whole year. So already this year we're seeing over 100 cases. It's quite alarming. And what's particularly alarming is the fact that we have measles cases in so many different states right now.
Right, 14 different states, highly contagious, almost entirely preventable by immunization though, right?
That's correct. In a very large extent, the measles vaccine is a victim of its own success. The reason that we're having this debate, if you will, about vaccination is because many people have never seen measles, and in fact, it's a disease that can cause quite a number of complications. It can be a deadly disease. Yet, again, most people have never seen it.
Right. Now, since 1990, the vaccine requires 2 doses, and typically kids get the first dose between the ages of 1 and 2. I think we have a graphic we can pull up. Second dose given between the ages of 4 and 6. What comes into question now, if you got the shot before 1990, before there were these 2 doses, are you still safe? Are you still technically vaccinated against measles?
Right, so the vaccine is very effective. 1 dose of the vaccine is 93% effective in preventing infection. A second dose will improve that efficacy up to 97%.
Okay.
So certainly if you've gotten 1 dose of the vaccine, you're much more likely to be protected.
Okay, so you're good to go. What if you had the measles as a kid? Are you still protected? I mean, are you still not going to get the measles?
That's right, you're protected. So typically measles, you get the measles once and you're protected for a lifetime.
Yeah, okay. And some kids cannot be vaccinated for medical reasons. We've heard a lot of stories, and we heard one out of California where the child has cancer and can't get it. Sometimes it's against their religious beliefs. Other times there are parents who simply just don't want to get their kids vaccinated for a reason or another. What do you say to parents like that?
Measles can be a deadly disease. As I mentioned before, there are many complications of measles: pneumonia, encephalitis, which is brain swelling, which can lead to permanent brain damage and death. We know that in the last year that we have full year data for, 2013, 145,000 people worldwide died of measles. Measles is a deadly disease. And the approach that we've taken in this country has been very, very successful. It's been eradicated from the United States since the year 2000. Of course, we have cases that are imported,
right?
But it's been eradicated because of a very, very successful vaccine program.
But there are parents who feel like, I guess, from the vaccine that can be complications from the vaccine itself, and basically you just need to weigh the 2.
Well, you know, there are some minor adverse events from the vaccine, typically maybe some pain, swelling at the injection site. The association between the measles vaccine and autism has been debunked many times over. Over 20 medical studies have shown absolutely no correlation.
Has nothing to do
so
with
that's a non-issue. What we really should be focusing on is measles and the complications of measles, and it would be quite a shame if measles again takes a foothold in this country.
Yeah, flu, huge as well. Really quickly,
Yes.
just want to top it's still a good idea to get the flu shot right now.
Absolutely.
They're still working on getting better vaccines for the flu as well.
You know, the influenza is a moving target. Every year the strains are slightly different, and that's why we have to reformulate the vaccines. Sometimes we're really good in making the match, sometimes not so good. This year, one of the strains that's circulating the vaccine is about 25% effective. But remember, last year we had another influenza virus, the B viruses, that emerged after the peak.
We had 2 peaks. We had a peak in the beginning of the season and a peak in the end, so we could see another peak is what you're saying.
That's correct.
So you're going to be talking about a whole lot of different topics, including these 2. At 7:30 tomorrow night, you're speaking on epidemics and pandemics at the Perot Museum, the first Thursday event there. We have information about tickets on our website, all of the details as well, fox4news.com. Thank you for stopping by and sorting this all out.